we're good. All right.
We are good.
We are good.
What is
All
happening,
right.
people? Make sure we're live on Instagram. It looks like we're
there. It's always a little delayed.
Yeah, we got a lag here.
That's all right. It's all right. Okay, cool. Guys.
Got 6 people
welcome
in
back.
room.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining.
Yes.
It's been a stressful Tuesday.
It has, actually. But Tuesdays, for those of you that don't know, Tuesdays at comic book store are a little interesting.
Absolutely.
Basically,
you everything ready.
Yep, you're working, getting ready for new comic book day. You work, all day, and you make no money.
I guess it's one of our slowest days.
It is our slowest day. I remember back when I was a part-timer, our slowest day here brought in, I think, $16.
Sure.
Yeah, that was on Tuesday.
I specifically remember working a day. I think I said this to you in the meeting, but it's like $39.
It's crazy, yeah. Which is
no we don't have those days.
We don't have those days anymore. No, we're very blessed, and there is no slow days. Every time there's a slow day, usually when we're doing the show, Jasmine's probably next door in the main shop freaking out with like 10 different customers because they all show up when we're doing the show. So it's always really funny. We
got Steven in the mix.
Steven, you made it. He wasn't sure if he was going to make it. Yeah, because he came by earlier to get his books. And we're
glad you're here, Steven.
Exactly.
You are here. So what should we talk about first before we get into these books? Do we have anything pressing that we need to talk about at the moment?
Actually, we'll hear the unfun stuff right now. We unfortunately are not able to do the Last Ronin store exclusives for the remaining Last Ronin 2 books. Just didn't work out. Hey, starting new store exclusive program is tough, y'all. But I will talk about this because I know we don't have a graphic for it, and we really should have done this. But hey, that's on me. We actually have a store variant at New York Comic Con this week.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Our Transformers book is at New York Comic Con this week. So if you're thinking about it, think of say a thought and a prayer for our friend Deegan and of course John from Syndicate Comics. And if you don't follow Syndicate Comics Facebook page, give them a follow. If you don't follow Deegan's page, Popcore Art, give them a follow. And of course, since we're talking about this, make sure you like and share this video. Yes. So that is very helpful. Actually, there's one other thing I do want to do. It seems a little weird, but I do, if you'll bear with me. Today is the birthday of a friend of ours that's no longer with us. Amber Davis was the founder of the store. It was her passing that caused Jazz and I to buy the store, actually. Back before Brad and I did this, Amber and I did a show like this years ago. Not as good, but we did a show kind of like this on Facebook. And it was this basically, just a little bit less advanced. So today's her birthday. She's been gone 4 years since December. So guys, if a lot of you all here that are in this group, that are in this chat, that are watching this video, a lot of you never met her. A lot of these people came later on, but you found a sort of community here. I feel like, but that would not exist without her.
That's very true.
So Tuesday, the fact that her birthday fell on a Tuesday today, it's really had me kind of in a melancholy funk all day today because this is when she and I would work. We'd work on new releases. That was my job when I first started working here. That's when you would see her too. But we love you, Amber. We always think about you. Happy birthday. So
happy birthday.
That is the fun, emotional part.
All right.
Now let's talk about some comics.
Okay, let's go ahead and get into the new releases. Absolutely. I think this week I read 5.
I read about 5 or 6. Yeah, I can't remember exactly. This was a good week.
It was a good week.
There's no like 600-pound elephant, the absolute Batman. Which, by the way, guys, we sold 300 copies of that book last week, which is amazing. So there's no absolute Batman this week, but there is also some additional printings coming up. Make sure you're checking your app for those. And there's a noir edition coming out, which just absolute today. Yes. Shit. So we'll be posting about that later this week, but make sure you add that to your pull list too. Shit. But anyways, we've got a lot of fun, good reads this week. So what should we start with first?
Yes, Greg. Yes, I did.
That's funny.
I guess we're going to start. So we've got 2 books this week with new writing team.
Yes. Catwoman has a new creative team. Tini Howard ended her run last month. I think we actually talked about how that was like her last issue. And then Titans also has a new creative team.
Who's on the Titans?
I cannot remember. I
shouldn't have asked.
Something Campbell, I think.
Okay, I shouldn't have asked.
Either way, maybe that means nothing to you when a new creative team takes over, but it also could be the start of the next big renaissance of the character. We never know. Absolutely. Nightwing, that happened with Tom Taylor. He took over on issue 78. Took over on 78, yes.
Yeah.
and it became the biggest book for DC like in a long time.
Absolutely. Nightwing was awesome.
Exactly.
I think I kept up with it until like issue 102, and then I fell off a little bit.
Yep.
But
Like
you get caught back up.
There's a 2-issue arc that I didn't care for with the Titans, like with Magic and everything, because you could tell he was working on the next big thing. But yeah, so there's that. And of course, Marvel, Frank Miller taking over Daredevil gave us soul to the character, you know, so you never know.
True.
Whenever a creative team takes over, it's always worth checking out. We haven't read Catwoman Titans because hours in a day, but we encourage you to check them out for good or bad.
100%.
Yes.
All right. We do have 2 new Batman books this week. And the first
indeed.
one up is Batman Whole Moon,
crap.
Which is awesome.
So awesome.
Yeah.
First of all, that cover glows in the dark. That's the regular cover. It glows in the dark.
Nice. I did not realize that, but that makes total sense because it's got that.
Yep,
it does. That nice little feel. To it.
Actually, the photo we posted about today was me in the bathroom with it.
Oh yeah.
But this was really good.
Yeah, it was a ton.
Very, very good. If you guys don't know this, Rodney Barnes wrote this, and he's the guy who does Philadelphia. He worked on Boondocks.
Yeah,
he's worked on a lot of horror books over the years. He's huge. He's done a lot of Star Wars comics, working with George's Gen team. Jasmine is like the biggest fangirl of him. So we got to meet him at Heroes Con, and she was freaking out. And he's like super tall, she's super short. It was really funny.
He's I picked up some remarks from him.
Yeah, he's really awesome. Isn't
he?
He
was super nice.
He's super chill. He is so. You can just tell he is one of those awesome dudes, and we are hoping to have him here at the store next year. I've talked to his agent a couple of times. Luckily, we're friends. Just a
guy that loves strong comic books.
Yeah, he is great. This guy loves what he does. And he's worked with Jason Sean Alexander from Spawn. They do Philadelphia together. So them as a team, it's fantastic. But this book, I felt like when I was reading this, it reminded me of like the Batman horror stuff, like the Bernie Wrights and the 100%. This is true Batman horror.
That's great.
You know, it's one of the Black Label books. But if you're a fan of like the early Batman 80s horror stuff, this is a book for you. It's great. It has a good supporting cast too. Because I was scared remember Batman Reptile?
Yeah,
it wasn't as good. It wasn't as good.
Yeah,
I didn't like Batman Reptile, and that was kind of promising the same thing. Batman fighting a big monster, and I was really worried that this was going to be the same thing. But there's a great supporting cast. The interiors, while different, were very entertaining. So I think you guys will like this a lot. Plus,
get a classic Batman character that comes into the fold. Which
exactly.
I haven't seen him in a book in a while.
He's great.
Yeah, he was absolutely.
So we won't spoil anything for you, but this book promises to be really good.
Sure, scratch that Batman itch.
Exactly. But the best Batman book this week,
100%,
would have to be this.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, Batman and Robin Year One. First of all, someone at DC, please put Chris Stampede, put him as the main artist for Batman.
100%.
We want this guy to be
awesome.
The main guy for Batman.
Good.
He is a great writer and artist. He does a book called Kaya. If you haven't read, it's fantastic. You saw his artwork in DC All In Special. You know, he was in that. Well, of course, this is Mark Waid's book. It's great because like it's a kind of a tricky subject matter because you know how annoying do we make Robin? How do we show this dichotomy that's in a way that hasn't been seen before? And it was that balance.
It's perfect balance.
Perfect balance. Sure. And
you get Commissioner Gordon smoking cigarettes again.
Yep.
Classic Gordon.
I don't
know why I brought that up.
But like, that's a good point though, because also too the thing that Gordon tells him, I was super intrigued. I'm like, what? Because there's a secret there that we don't want to spoil for you.
For sure.
But like, what does that mean? And of course, Two-Face is always fun.
Yep.
But this
one of my favorite villains.
This is as Talos. It says this is Batman and Robin when they first team up.
It's
their first outing. It's actually their first outing out there.
Outing.
Yeah, it's great.
Just based on the cover, Steven, I got you for sure.
Yes. But what got me to
I had a ton of fun.
It was that artwork. It reminded me of Darwin Cook almost, and I love Darwin Cook. Yep. This guy needs to do a Catwoman book. That would be great. But that was a lot of fun to read.
Gotcha, Steven. Boom.
All right.
Let's move on to.
Nope,
I already did that one.
Yeah.
Crypt of Shadows. I did not read. It's in the stack.
I did go through it actually. Yeah, it's good. So they've done this before.
It's an anthology, right? It's got 5 mini stories in it.
Basically, every October, I think every October. Yeah, they've had a Crypt of Shadows one-shot come out. This is more Marvel horror. They're not always canon. One of the stories last year actually really bothered me, like the antique. But these are not canon stories. But the last story in there kind of did tease it leading into something. They'll occasionally do that with these things. So
cool.
It's just giving a full, good picture of all the Marvel horror characters, which Marvel keeps saying the MCU is going to be focusing on, which they haven't really done, except for Agatha, which is awesome if you're not watching.
I haven't watched the newest episode.
Oh, it's so good.
Man, I'm telling you, as soon as they busted in that song the first time, I thought it was cringy as shit.
You didn't like the song?
I
love the song. Josh liked the song.
I know.
I love the song.
The song's not bad.
Yeah.
It's like that whole scene of them standing around. I don't know
but
why.
with the Salem 7 coming in, it was creepy. It was, you know.
I thought it was cringy as shit.
Whatever.
But I'm continuing to watch it, but shit's still cringy. But that's just me. I've had a fun time with it. Penguin's is amazing.
Oh, yes, Penguin is fantastic.
Check out Penguin if you have not watched it yet.
It is awesome.
So good. That first 15 minutes, I guess it was probably like 5 or 10. But
yeah.
Leading into it.
Oh, my God, yeah. It starts off with a bang, yeah.
It really does.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, this shit.
Did you read it?
I read the Ash Can a couple months ago.
God.
So you read this whole issue?
Yes.
Yeah, all right, tell us about it. Tell us about it, yeah.
So it starts at the beginning of the inauguration of the new president. It's her first day in office, right? Mm-hmm. She's just getting
settled.
Settled in, and it's about them just kind of acclimating to everything that they are about to encounter. And in the White House, two of the kids they go to a private Catholic school. One of them kind of starts hanging around with the wrong crowd. The other one is a recluse, and just some crazy shit starts happening to her. Some psychological stuff, and it takes an awesome turn. It really does.
Awesome.
I love it. That's a horrible way to.
The title kind of says what this is.
Exactly.
You know, like it's a horror thing set in the White House during the president's first term. Yeah. And I love it whenever comics start putting out like a presidency themed comics.
Yeah, exactly.
Year. What was it? The Recount came out the year 2020. I was like, this doesn't help.
No,
oh, man.
No, it did not.
Yeah,
but I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a great read. So I highly suggest picking up. What is it? Exorcism.
Exorcism at 1600 pen.
That's it.
That's the address of the White House.
Yes, it is.
Know. And if you didn't know that, I don't know. I got nothing for you. I was trying to think of something.
But it was super creepy, and I'm definitely going to continue reading that one. I absolutely loved it. And I also read this one. I didn't realize that it was already released.
Yes. So this is kind of cool.
Webtoon,
yeah.
Right?
This was one of James Tynion's Tiny Onion releases when he had his Substack, or maybe he still does. For a time, there was like a weekend where we all of us people in the comic book store industry kind of like were shitting ourselves out here because Substack came out. It's essentially OnlyFans for comic creators, where they make comics. And James Tynion actually left DC to focus on Substack, but he still does stuff for DC now. But it's still it was a way for him to be able to write his own stuff, do it a little differently. Some of the stuff he did too was that Blue Book he did. Published by Dark Horse now. Now Boom is publishing. How do you pronounce it? Meme Tick.
That's what I thought.
It's Meme Tick. Yeah, it has to do with the meme. But basically, it's kind of like the Mouth of Madness. John
it is.
Where you see a meme and you go crazy. Yeah. It's pretty dark. It's actually it's incredibly dark. But it's about the world ending, and so this book is actually available also as a graphic novel. We have it in the store tomorrow. So you can get the whole story, but they also released the first issue just so people can read this.
Sure, absolutely. Some people just like collecting the way collectors do. Exorcism, I believe it's just going to be a mini. It seems like
it's a mini. Yeah, okay. It's a mini. Yeah.
You have not missed them.
You have not missed them yet, Robert. Nope.
But I highly suggest it. It was tough. I know I did a poor job of explaining it, but you get it.
It's creepy, and also too, just from the distributor point of view. IDW's put a lot of juice into marketing this book. They have a big thoughts on this one. So I would, and if IDW is taking the time to put that much money into something which they don't have a lot of right now, you should probably take a look at it.
Yes. Check it out.
Yes.
Next one I did not read. Tell me a little bit about.
Okay, so this surprised me. So it's written by an author I like a lot. His name is Kevin Scott. He does Star Wars novels and a lot of Star Wars comics, of course. He's done a couple of indie books, some good, some bad. But this one, a mobster is killed. He's one of those guys who's been in the life most of his life, family, like he, was dating the boss's daughter at one point. She ran away. He stayed in the life. He gets killed because what else was going to happen to him? And that's kind of like the attitude.
Yep.
In hell, he kills a demon. And this leads the one of the other demons that was like one of the dukes of hell to give him an offer, like, hey, I need a collector, like I need an enforcer, basically the same job he was doing, they want him to do. Now I'll be honest, I just gave away, for hell, for this, this, exactly. Now I gave away basically a lot of the plot in this book because that's the whole book is setting up that setting. So this is a setup book. But there's no other way for me to otherwise I'd say, hey, a mobster dies and goes to hell.
Sure.
You don't want to read that.
I don't know. That sounds pretty sweet.
Fair enough. But either way, it was good. I actually kind of want to read issue 2 now because, he has a shot maybe trying to escape, it's because it's like a
story, maybe.
I don't know if it's a redemption story. It's more like an escape thing. Who knows?
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, if I were to flip a coin, I'd say he's going to choose to become the next dude of hell and forsake everything. And it's because there's a lot about getting out of a life and being stuck and stuff. There's a lot of good things with that. Okay. Either way, well written. So yeah, all right, go for it.
Red is overworked. Oh god. All right. Mystique number 1. I didn't get to it. You told me that it was
good. So this is actually kind of continuing that trend of books for X-Men that we weren't expecting to be very good. I mean, this one I should have guessed because Declan Shelby wrote it, and the dude's a good writer. Writing a lot of books right now, though. Transformers, Thundercats, So yeah, Mystique, as you guys know, they've gone through a lot of change with their character over the last couple of years, or I guess I should say, add a lot more layers. The fact that she is like A+, because the movies made her a henchman.
Sure,
she's an A+ danger threat character, and this looks at her from the lens of an espionage world. I mean, she's a shapeshifter. How do you track a shapeshifter? How do you do that? So one of the main characters in this book is actually Nick Fury, who is dealing with a much reduced budget shield. He's working out of a CIA office. He hates it. And whenever they do these spy type books, they bring in a lot of the outlier characters they don't use a whole lot. Like Maverick was in it for a bit, and that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's dealing with Mystique as a threat, and there's something. So I don't want to give away everything. Someone is being set up. So the last page of the book, I read it. I said, "Oh shit!" If you're reading any of the X-Men books, I like Sentinels more. Of course, there's more. This one is This one jumps over some of the main X-Men titles in my book. It's that good.
Okay.
But of course, I like slow burn thrillers, so not for everybody. But if you're reading some X-Men titles and want to read about Mystique in the spy world, this book is for you.
Oh, yeah. Is this a mini also? Probably an ongoing.
It's probably
have him wrap it up.
Probably an ongoing that's going to end up being a mini.
Sure.
Just how I see it. Hopefully, it's a mini. Yeah.
All right. Next up is the last.
Yes.
Tom Taylor issue on Nightwing, which
this was great.
Really need to get caught up.
Yes. So read the whole Tom Taylor run. I read it over the last couple of months. What's great about this is because we were afraid when the last arc was called Fallen Grace, and it's like, oh, cool, a return to status quo. No, Tom Taylor has put Nightwing in the way he's written Nightwing over the whole series. He's saying that way. All the threads. All the threads are wrapped up very nicely, satisfactory. This is a A+ ending. This is how you end a legendary comic run, and it was beautiful. So if you've not been reading that one the last couple bit, I remember after issue 100 there was like a little lull.
Yeah, that's kind of where I popped off. Not that it wasn't good.
No, it was good. It's just like I didn't. Luckily I wasn't reading it monthly. Then I went back around. I was like, oh my god, this would drive me crazy if I was reading this monthly, just because there was a weird magic arc that just wasn't for me.
Sure.
But of course he was writing Beast World, Titans, all that stuff. So. This is a great book and it was a great ending. So
a nice little wrap up. I remember seeing him at San Diego Comic-Con, walking by his booth, and all he was talking about was Nightwing. He was just hyping it the fuck up. This is a man that's super excited about this character comics. And loves writing this character.
I got to meet him at the Eisner Awards last year. He was so nice after he won a couple awards actually. And
the cover artist won this year.
Oh yeah,
I can't. What's his name?
Bruno Redondo.
That's it.
Great artist.
Yeah. All right. Next up, you read Moon Knight.
Yes.
And I have no idea what's going on in Moon Knight. I know Mark Spector is back, though, right?
Yes, he is back. And that's the whole point, is Mark Spector's back. In his absence, people have started to thrive. And this issue if you haven't read any Moon Knight recently and you're like, this is a good time to jump in, first of all, you may be disappointed with this first issue, though, because it was a little slow. It was mostly him talking, mostly just characters talking. It's establishing who Moon Knight is. So I guess, since I already know who Moon Knight is, maybe that was kind of boring to me, I guess. But like, basically, yes, this is just the next chapter in what Jim McKay's been doing with Moon Knight. He's been writing it for years. It's the best run they've ever had, actually. And that's saying something. Yeah, where he's running his Midnight Mission. It's literally just the next chapter. So I remember when they killed him off.
Yeah. Grant has plenty of time.
I do have plenty of time for reading because I'm the boss and I can get other people to do what I want.
Exactly.
So something I've been encouraged to do more of. No, okay. But yeah, so this is that. I mean, I'm kind of repeating myself here, but this is based just the next chapter of Jim McKay's run. So this new villain seems kind of interesting, but it's Moon Knight, so there'll be something much scarier coming along. He does the issue he's about to have, though, we haven't really seen in comics, though. So the villain that he may be dealing with is going to be more difficult to beat, and you'll see what that's all about.
Okay.
So
next up is Last Ronin 3. Have you been keeping up with Last Ronin?
So no, I've not.
It's Last Ronin 2.
Yeah, exactly. Last Ronin 2 Re-Evolution. I've not, mostly because, again, getting the store variants off the ground was all I thought about with these books. But yeah, so it's sorry.
I wish that was sleeping in the back.
Yeah, no, Brad, actually, we'll talk about what Brad's been working on at the end of the show. You guys are gonna love it. So he's been working hard on that. But this is just more of the adventures of the new Turtles. Hit by massive publishing delays as usual with IDW.
Sure.
So I've not been reading, but I do need to sit down and read it.
Comes with the territory for
exactly.
Turtles.
How long did Last Ronin take to come out?
I can't remember. Was it the 4 issues? It took a year, right?
It took over a year, yeah. It was the whole thing. And that was after they had the whole they had redid the entire interior.
Yeah.
Holy shoot. Yeah, I remember what happened.
Oh yeah.
Good God.
All right. Next up is Vicarious.
Okay, so this you read. I have not read.
I did read it. Talk to us about this. This book was probably, if I have to say a book of the week, I'd say this was probably my favorite, right up there with The Exorcism.
Very good.
So this is essentially now you can get an implant where people can see through your eyes. They can taste what you taste.
Oh, I don't like
feel
that.
what you feel. So it's this guy that's down on his luck, and he's in a bar one night, gets kicked out. Somebody's getting their ass beat outside. So this is the thing that's, I guess, more publicly known. It's not so underground.
Okay.
So people know that there are these, and God, excuse me, I can't remember what they call them in the book, but there are these people out here that get these implants. And
like
voluntarily
they're the player,
yeah.
Okay.
But nobody controls you in this.
They just
see everything and feel everything that you feel. You
Yeah.
are in charge of what you do, but they can say, "Hey, why don't we go to a club tonight or something?" They'll just be like, "Yeah, let's go to a club tonight."
Oh, I can see where that could get.
Yeah,
wrong.
exactly.
That's awesome.
So, and a lot of it, like they say in the book, has to do with sex and stuff like that.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Getting inside somebody else's eyes and all that jazz. So he helps this guy that's getting his ass kicked in the alley, and you find out it's, I guess, kind of like a hate crime. They're beating him up because he is one of these people that took the implant. So takes the guy to the house and blah, blah, blah. Says, "Oh, you're down on your luck. Go see this guy, and he'll get you the operation."
Oh, God.
And then, it's after the guy has the operation, and he goes on quite the run.
Interesting.
Yeah, I had a great time with this book, and I will definitely be checking out number 2 and on.
Very nice.
So there we go. I read that one. I usually try to read like the first issues of indie titles.
Of course,
where I really like to go, because I know you and Josh will take care of the bigger ones.
This is
unless
true.
I really like the.
Because also too, like if you're reading indie title though, I'm not saying actually it does almost require more attention sometimes.
Sure, absolutely.
And it can be a little bit hard to get into.
You have no backup.
Exactly. And I'm over next door, and I never have time to do that on Tuesdays. Yeah.
So that's what I do here on Tuesdays.
Yes.
I power read as much as I possibly can,
and
get set up for Whatnot shows,
which is a lot of things. Yes, and other things.
And then I also read, or almost said Venom, Wolverine number 2.
Yes, that was fun.
We're getting Wendigo, baby.
Yes,
and it's awesome.
Perfect. Yes. This also deals with Wolverine having to deal with his weapon. Not Weapon H, Department H people. So he has a twisted history with them.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Because he's still up in the wilds of Canada. I was kind of shocked that he's like still up there. I thought we'd see him somewhere else next. But no, they're keeping him up in the wilds up there, which is kind of cool. So we'll see what happens next,
Mhm.
you know, and what other old pals of his will show up.
Yeah, I'm totally in it.
He's got pretty crazy past. So
I'm
nice.
totally in for this.
It's nice for a grounded story though, because like I mean, the last Wolverine run was good. It started with vampires and ended with the Sabretooth fight with him. And,
absolutely.
you know, but towards the end, because it was also wrapped up with the X-Force stuff, it got a little out there.
Sure.
Because the X-Men stuff was so big at the time. So this is perfect, a grounded
absolutely.
X-Men story.
I 100% agree. Yeah, because I just finished up Deep Cuts, which I thoroughly enjoyed.
I need to read that.
So that's done. So I still got 2 Wolverine books that I'm really enjoying. Because Wolverine Revenge is dope.
Issue 2, we were kind of worried after issue 1. Issue 2 was perfect.
It was awesome.
Yes.
And then we've got an awesome second print this week, which I'm very excited about.
Heck yeah. Okay.
Got Aliens versus Aliens versus Avengers again.
Say that 5 times fast, right? First of all, dope cover. But like, yes, if you missed this book, it is fantastic. We sold over 100 copies of the book. Sold out pretty quickly too. So if you've been wanting to read this, give this a read because the next issue comes out next month. Gonna be some delays.
So Ed. Shit.
You got it, buddy.
Shit.
What just happened? What'd you hit?
Okay, there we go. Ed, were you talking about Vicarious? Let me know.
Yeah, that Wolverine probably. But yeah, so that is all the new releases. I guess we can start about some variants.
The Wolverine, perfect. We'll get you. We got you, Ed.
There we go.
Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the variants of the week. Did we? Yeah, I'll talk
about those first.
Do we want to talk about these?
Also, let's talk about those first. Actually, you're right.
Let's do that.
Also, too, guys, Wonder Woman
Justice
League membership cards. Those are available in store with purchase this week. If you want to get your Justice League membership cards, make sure you come in the store. We have 2 awesome graphic novels.
Yes, we do.
Yes. First up, we have Halloween Illustrated Edition. Look at this thing.
Dude, this thing's tight.
It's bigger than my head.
It's huge.
It is huge, yes. We have very limited quantities of this. If you can't get this in store, we'll have it at the drive-in for the Horror Film Festival drive-in. We'll be there on Thursday and Friday. Thursday and Friday. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you haven't ever been to this thing at the drive-in, guys, it's a blast. This was the most fun event we did all last year, and I went to San Diego last year.
Yeah, this thing is awesome. Actually, we'll go ahead and pop this up then. It's a nice little segue into it. So Knoxville Horror Film Fest is this weekend. Thursday and Friday is going to be at the drive-in.
Yes.
And then I think all of those nights, plus Saturday and Sunday, they're going to be doing it at Central Cinema.
Yes.
I might be mistaken on those dates, but I know Thursday and Friday we are going to be.
We'll be set up there.
Yeah, we will be set up there for sure.
Actually, last year was a great blast. This year we're watching The Thing on Thursday and Nightmare on Elm Street on Friday, which is perfect.
Absolutely.
So I will be there. It'll be a lot of fun.
WW card purchase of what? Just come in and get one, Williams. Right?
Oh, it's just they're just
sitting on the counter.
Yeah, we'll have them for you.
And then I saw this while I was over there. We've got art of Dan DeCarlo.
Yes.
Graphic novel, which is awesome. I didn't realize how much work he had actually done, how far back he had gone. But he was, I know about him from Archie and, like Betty and Veronica and stuff like that. Just
that's crazy.
Awesome.
Got some risque stuff. It's pretty interesting.
Yeah, he does. Then he also worked a little bit on an issue of Radioactive Man. I know you can't see that very well, but
Radioactive Man.
And then some Batman Adventures. Just really cool. I think we've only got one of these in the shop, right?
Yeah, only one of these, and limited to the Halloween. Yeah,
cool.
Lots of fun.
All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into the variants.
Before we do the regular store variants, though, we want to bring in a kind of new feature. So we've really loved how much our audience has been growing with this. So we decided we're going to start bringing you guys exclusive products you can only get in this show. So the variants I'm about to show you, actually, you can only get here. They're not going to be on our shelf, but you get first dibs here. So first up, what we have is we have a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Alpha. This is a previews edition, meaning there's only how many were made of these? Let's see here. Only 1,000 of these were made.
Woo!
This is for TMNT Alpha. It is $20 if you want it. But yeah, you can only get we're only selling these through this. We also have a Weapon X Michael Turner cover.
Yeah.
Yes, if we can see that right. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, yes, there we go.
Perfect.
Michael Turner, if you don't know, was from here.
Mm-hmm.
Was from the East Tennessee area. Actually, one of our subscribers, Leah Disney, actually, she used to play him Mortal Kombat in the arcade at Easttown Mall.
Nice.
Yeah, so there's that. Yeah, so this is really cool. This is also $20. Beautiful cover, and only available. You can get them guys through the show. So.
What about the people that are going to be watching after this show?
If they're still available, claim them in the comments.
Claim them in the comments.
Yes, claim them in the comments. If you comment on this video, say, hey, I'll take one of those, you'll have it. If you're a subscriber, throw it in your box. That's what I thought.
Weapon X cover, please.
Yes.
For Robert.
Yeah, Eric, I know, right? Like, just not the same anymore without Easttown Mall. It's gone, right? Easttown Mall?
Oh, yeah. Easttown Mall's now fucking Amazon Center.
Oh, my God. That's so, like, poetic.
It was wild driving by that thing. It just seeing it just get leveled.
Oh, man.
Lots of good times at Easttown Mall.
Fatality. Yeah, he's right. No, that's funny.
All right. Get that shit out of here. Let's move on.
All right. So cool. All right. Let me get this box up here.
What they're really here for. Good God, we're already at 31 minutes.
We've been talking for 31 minutes. Y'all are still watching
bullshit too.
Good Lord. We're just going to call this show Brad and Grant Have Issues. Get it? It's a double on top. Yeah. That joke was not for you.
We get it.
All right. So, up first, we have a Wolverine 1-in-25 Lozano variant for $14.99. Look at that craziness. Is that one? Yeah. There we go. Got it. Cool. We have a holy crap, that's cool. Wonder Woman 1-in-25 Subic variant for $14.99.
Keep going.
Got it. We have a 1-in-25 Clark variant for Uncanny X-Men number 4 for $14.99.
There you go.
This is also called the Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself variant. No, I didn't say right here. Damn. Okay. We have a 1-in-50 Vecchio variant for Uncanny X-Men 4.
Nice.
For $29.99. Oh, this is cool. We have from Distillery an ash can. Nice. You won't feel a thing from Scott Snyder and Jock. It is $20 if you are interested.
Really get one of those?
Only got one of those.
Damn.
Yes. Yep. Oh, this is awesome. We have a 1-in-10 Bergera variant for Ultra Mega number 8, which is bizarre. It is $9.99. All right. We have a 1-in-10 Mukamaki variant for Vicarious. 1-in-10. It is $7.99. It is $20. Is the ash can. $20 for the ash can. We have a Powerpuff Girls 1-in-10 Haster variant for $7.99. We also have the Virgin for the same price.
Same price for both of them, guys. Powerpuff Girl fans, get it.
That book, so we had issue 1 go through.
Yeah.
And it okay. We cut down to subscribers. We had to up it again. So many people were watching. I love it. We have here we go. A Mark Spears 1-in-25.
Nice.
For $17.99. Love it.
And that's for Action?
For Action Comics, 1071. Action Comics is weekly right now. Keep that in mind.
Greg, he wants TMT Alpha.
You got it.
Alpha and PP.
We have a 1-in-15 Fornez variant for House of Slaughter, $14.99. We have a 1-in-25 Infante for $14.99 for House of Slaughter as well. And the 1 per store Del Weather, which is actually kind of a big deal, gets the interior artist for Something's Killing Children.
Oh, nice.
1 per store. They may be at MegaCon soon. We'll see. This is $19.99 if you're interested.
Hell yeah.
We have a Miles Morales design variant for $7.99. This is where he gets his new suit.
Ooh, Miles
Vibranium
gone to a
suit.
new suit, huh?
Yeah, it's vibranium. This is cool. I love this cover right here. This might be my
Ooh,
favorite
that'd
variant
be
cover.
nice.
So we have the 125 Baldeon variant for Mystique, showing her mid transformation. It is $14.99. So I was so badly, there's a 1 in 200 for this book, and I wanted to get it so badly because it's like her transforming to Deadpool.
Mhm.
That's all it is. It's the same
For
variant
Mystique?
for Mystique, yeah,
Oh,
but 1 in
yeah.
200. So, you know.
Oh, shit.
Hey!
Hey, Duncan's in the house. Hey, Duncan's about to have a motherfucking birthday. Answer my text.
That's your mom, right?
That's my sister.
Your sister, gotcha. We have a 1 in 25 Tierso variant for Nightwing. It is $14.99.
Beautiful.
This is cool. A 125 Ferrari variant for Destro. Last issue of Destro, because guess what? G.I. Joe's on FOC.
Nice.
Which means it's coming soon, and we'll have our store variant and our midnight premiere. So, news coming soon. All right, we have the 1 in 50 Clark variant for Destro. Did she answer your text?
She did. All
There
right.
we go. We have a 1 in 10 Stevens variant for Epitaphs from the Abyss. It is
What was that first store variant for? What was the first?
1 per store.
There it is.
It was the House of Slaughter. You just passed it to over here.
Oh.
Here, I got it. Yeah, no.
Help
The-
slot. Okay.
Right here, Del Ruther. It's I think I said $14.99.
That sounds right. Throwing coupons on it. Cool. What's
Yeah.
that slot? All right.
It's $14.99 if you want it.
Let's continue.
Where was I? I've lost my train of thought. Ah, yes. We have a 1 in 25 Stoke variant for Epitaphs from the Abyss. It is
Nice.
$14.99 if
I
you're
love
interested.
those covers.
They're so cool. Not a single one is sold in store.
Really?
Yes, isn't that crazy?
Uh,
All right, I'm about to blow y'all's minds.
Steven
with
hasn't
this
been
next.
sold on the stories, but he loves the art.
Go. All right, I'm about to blow y'all's minds with these next variants. I hope y'all are ready for this. I hope you're ready because this is kind of crazy. All right. So it's Falling in Love on the Path to Hell issue 5, 1 in 10.
Damn, dude.
Frank Miller variant.
Damn.
Yes.
That's
So that is actually this is actually $14.99. These 1 in 10s are.
Okay.
So yeah, Frank Miller 1 in 10, $14.99. We also have a 1 in 20. 1 in 20 as well for this is $25. But yeah, Frank Miller.
It's gonna take the epitaphs.
Doctor the colors on it. Seriously, it's awesome.
Damn. That's all.
So yes. Eric, you want one?
This okay. Just saw you thought I'd pop in and say you suck.
Ah!
I did.
It's funny. It's funny.
Okay,
All
what do we
right.
got here? Jock did the colors on that one.
Yes, for
Hooking
this
up with
Frank
the
Miller book.
Abyss.
Isn't that
Okay.
crazy? Yes. All right. We have a 1 in 25 lyrics variant for Green Lantern. It is $14.99. Not a Miller fan nowadays. It's not the same. I get it.
Understand.
Yes,
Completely.
indeed. What was that Batman cover he did years ago? That B cover everyone was losing their minds about? Man,
The B cover. I don't remember a B
it
cover.
was a B cover. Yeah, I was like,
I do remember Master Race,
Oh,
and it had
God.
those little comics inside that were just, oh
Yeah,
God.
I mean,
There was also that one Wonder Woman. Was that it? I think for the Master Race.
that
Was
might
that
have
Wonder
been-
Woman
there was that
cover
one. Oh my God, yeah, it was
where
bad.
she looked atrocious.
Yes.
But then also his modern Marvel ones are not great.
Daredevil was good.
What do
He did a cover for Daredevil. Yeah,
Really?
it was good.
I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing that one.
We have a 1 in 25 Perkins.
Oh, I've seen the new Sabretooth cover.
Oh my God, that was
Didn't that
funny.
already come out?
Yeah, it did.
Yeah, okay.
That was the whole thing. 125
I
Perkins variant for
Wait, just stack that
$14.99.
together. I should have a box over here.
What else do we have? We have a 1 in 50 Weeks variant for Batman and Robin, issue number 1. Oh, this is cool. We also have a 1 in 25 Tomasi variant for $14.99. We have a variant cover I was supposed to pull for a customer, which I'll put right over here because I made a mistake.
Some would say it's worse than Captain America with tits.
Oof, man.
I guess
That's sold at
again-
auction recently. You all know that, right? Like it's sold for like
Again.
millions. Yeah, it's crazy.
art is subjective,
Sure.
and some people love the Frank Miller stuff, no matter how his style you know, whichever way it flows.
It's
but
interesting, yeah.
it's just super blocky and awkward.
It seems almost like a departure, you know. So,
but I mean,
he's still making comics.
Sure,
good for him, you know.
I mean, most people will change their style over the years.
Yeah, and he did, you know, with Ronin and everything, and yeah, it was. Remember, Frank Miller Presents was the next thing. That was fun, man. Nothing really came of that ever.
What was that?
It was his own independent company.
I do remember that. Didn't that have like 2 years ago or something like that?
It did, and he was supposed to have a Sin City Year One come out.
Oh, gross.
Well, it was Mirkan, not Mirkan. Italian painter.
Oh, excuse me.
Good God. All right, moving on. Forget it.
Really took us out of the
1 in 10 Samson variant. $7.99.
All this soda water and Red Bull.
Oh my God.
That I've been drinking to get ready for everything.
We also have a
You guys think I don't do shit? I read what I can. You guys got me stressing out.
Oh my God. We'll have a meeting after this, I promise, guys.
Oh no,
125.
We've already had plenty of
Blanco
meetings
variant. It's $14.99.
What is this one?
1 in 25 Blanco variant for Department of Truth.
Oh, nice.
That's it. Yeah. So my God, yes.
I'm totally kidding. I'm not stressed.
Oh, he's not. No.
I stress out, but it's over things that I have control over.
Yeah.
One of them I don't have control over that we're going through.
Fair enough.
Do you want to talk about those?
I'll forget about these. Yeah, we have bigger ones.
Those.
Yeah. Okay, I got a few more variants then. We have a 1 in 10 Dias. What's that?
Red Bull gives you Alzheimer's.
Ha! Oh God. Wait, does it? Okay. Backing out.
Someone call HR.
1 in 10 Penthouse comic, $14.99.
Ooh, that one's awesome.
This is really good. Yes, the 1 in 25 Williams variant for TMNT. It is $19.99. And last but not least, we have the 1 in 50 for $30 for TMNT Last Run 2. So
groovy.
There we go.
All right. There were a couple of other things. As always, follow us on Whatnot.
Yes. Brad, you've got that planned for tomorrow. You got a show tomorrow, right? At what time?
I do have a show tomorrow at 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock.
And also, Whatnot, if you're watching, please reach out to us.
Yes, seriously, Whatnot. We have like
nobody. Mr. and Mrs. Whatnot, if you're watching,
yes,
reach out to us.
But please do, because we've been trying to get hold of you for 4 days.
That's the problem with sites like this is there's nobody to talk to.
Nobody to talk to, no.
No emails. I mean, you can email them, but it's
no one
all
to yell at. No one
automated, and we'll start a ticket for you. We'll get right to it.
I think our last ticket took a month.
Oh God, guys.
Yeah. So,
but from leading into that, which I love Whatnot, it's a great revenue service for sure.
Very good.
Get to meet a lot of new people. We've even had people from our Whatnot streams visit the store.
That's been really fun.
It's awesome. I love meeting you guys and getting to chat. But we are also starting something new, which I've been working on recently, and I will have a video out about this tomorrow. But more recently, we started working with another website and auction site kind of house-ish. It is called Collectors Comics. If you guys watch some content here on YouTube, this is David from Comic Book Investments site that they have been working on for a very long time. And I recently got up with him and we have joined this, and we're going to be having weekly auctions coming up soon. I've already got 5 items up on their marketplace, but I will continue to spew those things out as quick as possible whenever I can find the time. But so far, they are thrilled to work with. I've got his number. I can call him and get a hold of him, and we can get things rectified as soon as possible if anything goes wrong. And that's exactly what we need in this line of business is some transparency and communication.
Yes.
Which is not always the easiest to come by.
Indeed.
But David has made it awesome, and I'm super excited to work with him. And go follow him over at Comic Book Investments. He makes awesome videos.
Exactly.
A link. I don't have a link here. I should have put it in the description. What happened
to that card? Yeah, you have that.
Hold on. We'll have a few of these in store, and definitely going to be mailing them out. Sorry, I had one right here. I guess it fell on the ground. But yeah, he sent us some pamphlets where you get to the rundown.
And we'll throw a link in the comments too.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We'll
I will do that for sure.
Absolutely.
I take advantage of Brad on what? For sure you do.
We still have
it sounds like Whatnot takes Brad for granted. Very nice. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff I've been working super hard, guys, and reading as much as I possibly can to
Exactly.
get here to talk to you guys about it. And that is about it. Again, guys, we will be at Knoxville Horror Film Fest this Thursday and Friday. So and who knows, maybe we'll pop in Saturdays and Sundays just to come see some movies.
Exactly, because we love them over at Central Cinema. We
They're
love
the
our
best, guys.
They're We're actually sponsoring this event as well. You'll see our logo on the screen. Lots of fun. But our partnership with Central Cinema is easily one of the most rewarding things we do locally in our city. So we're super excited to be a part of this event, which is we're also just fans of.
Oh yeah,
we love horror movies, you know. So lots of fun there. But
yeah, we got quick question. Is there a new ice cream man?
Derek, yes, there is. I think if you pulled it, we have enough. If not, I'll special order it for you. It was like a reprint of 2 past issues.
Okay.
It's like it was weird.
I wonder if it's the issues that came out during COVID.
Something like that. It's something like that, Derek. So if you haven't already pulled it and you need it, message us immediately. I'll make sure you get a copy. I'll get taken care of. Don't even worry about it.
Department of Truth 25 ASM 125 homage.
Excuse me 1 second.
Actually, hold on just one second. Can you ride one for me, please?
Yeah, I got you, buddy.
I didn't pull it. So that was Derek.
I'll have to order it for you, though.
Okay. And then Department of 25 homage.
Is it 25 or 26?
He says 25.
Came out in September. 26 is 1 second.
29 homage. Okay. So Department of Truth 25 ASM 229 homage.
Oh.
Did that come out this week?
26 is out this week, but I don't have a homage cover. Oh God, yes. Okay, that was a store exclusive. That came from Pruning Comics. Because that is I can't get that one.
Oh yeah, we don't get
New York Comic Con.
Yeah, we don't get those things.
Yeah, so we the only we do have a New York Comic Con exclusive, but it's for Transformers. That's the only one we have right now. Gotcha. Yeah,
because that's our variant.
Correct. So,
but those don't get sent out to shops.
No, they don't. Cool if they were, but also too, they wouldn't.
Really cool.
Yeah, so, but we do our best to get a hold of stuff like that, and sometimes we can get that. But I don't know anyone at Trinity. Well, I kind of do, but I'll see what I can do.
And we don't have anybody going to New York City this year.
Not this time.
We should change that.
Working on that. Yes. Our buddies at Syndicate Comics will be there. So they're awesome. So yeah.
Are y'all ordering the Barfly comic? Did we get that in?
Yeah, we can.
Okay.
Jeremiah, if you have a pull box with us, we can get that for you. Barfly we just get for subscribers right now. It just didn't sell very well in store. But yeah, Jeremiah, shoot us a message. We'll make sure we get you hooked up with that.
Awesome. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
If you see anything that you liked in the variants or the new books, just contact us. The variants will be as priced in the show until tonight at midnight.
Yes.
So reach out before then if you saw anything that you like. Good week for new comics always.
It is, yeah.
But then I guess that's about it. Come see us this weekend with the Knox Horror Film Fest.
Absolutely. Yeah, there's a lot of cool comics coming out this week, and make sure you don't take any of them for granted.
Thank you, guys. See y'all later.